Hello, I am the Naval Guy. Today I am going to be talking about the differences between the battleships KMS Tirpitz and the KMS Bismarck. These ships are sister ships, but they're nearly identical, but however, there are lots of differences. So just to note here, both ships are built almost identical, but the modifications of Tirpitz and Bismarck really started in mid-1941 to late 1941, so that's just a note. So first we're going to cover propulsion. The Bismarck was equipped with Blom and Voss turbines, while the Tirpitz was equipped with Brown, Boveri and Co. turbines, giving it a faster speed. Each set of these turbines drove a three-bladed propeller. Each ship had 3 turbines. Next, the radar and the rangefinder. On the top of the superstructure, which is also known as the foretop, the Bismarck has a rangefinder called a Fumo 23 radar on top, and it is topped with a rangefinder. But it was added on her first refit or put on when built. There is no good documentation on this. On Tirpitz, it also has the same radar on the foretop and the Fumo 23 radar as well. But in 1942, the Germans added a radar office with a Fumo 27 antenna and topped it with a lookout post. And the short Fumo 4 radar gave it a taller look and is key when telling them apart. In the summer of 1944, a Fumo 30 radar was placed on the foremast but removed in mid-November 1944. Now, the superstructure and the deckhouse radars and rangefinders. On the Bismarck-class battleships, they had a rangefinder called an SL-8 rangefinder. On Bismarck, all the ones on the main superstructure tower are covered by a dome, but all those in the aft deckhouse are open. However, on the Tirpitz, all rangefinders at the main superstructure are also enclosed, but the aft rangefinders are covered unlike Bismarck. So these covers are like a metal dome. If you're curious, these are the metal domes on German ships. There's a very good website that states this, and a lot of things on these websites I like. So I will leave a link in the description below if you want to read it. So the conning tower radars on the Bismarck and Tirpitz are different. On the Bismarck, its conning tower radar is a Fumo 23. On Tirpitz, its conning tower radar was just the same as Bismarck, a Fumo 23, but just before it sank. I believe this was modified due to photos of Tirpitz in late November 1944, and several websites saying this, but however, this is unclear. The Bismarck and the Tirpitz both carried a Fumo 23 radar at the rear deckhouse, but there are small masts on top and they look a bit different. Now, we cover deckhouse features. So first are the structural changes. On Tirpitz, there is a deck extension, the same deck where the aircraft and heavy AA guns are mounted. That's where the cranes are mounted. So it is a deck higher than the Bismarck. On Tirpitz, there is a thing called a potato locker right in front of the funnel. This is again not on the Bismarck. Cranes on the Bismarck is the same, but its placement is different. I have stated a few seconds earlier that the cranes on the Tirpitz are mounted on a higher deck extension. The Bismarck's crane just seated flush on the hull. Okay, now the final part, minor or extra changes. On the Tirpitz, she has torpedo launchers fitted to the hull just beneath the aircraft catapult. But on Bismarck, however, these are lifeboats. And Tirpitz, having lived longer, has received more anti-aircraft gun refits and modifications. These modifications start in late 1941 to the end of 1944. There is an AA gun mount on turret 2 and one more mount on the structure behind it. There is one AA gun mount on either side of an elevated platform on the ship's funnel. Behind the conning tower, there are 4 AA gun mounts put on either side. Bismarck had 2 of these guns in the same position. And there are 4 more anti-aircraft guns added at the stern. Bismarck had 2 of these. So now I have covered most, if not all, of the differences between the battleships Bismarck and Tirpitz. You can leave a comment down below if I missed anything. I won't be offended or anything. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe, and have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.